Who among us doesn't dream of achieving financial freedom? Whether you are an employee, then you need financial freedom as soon as possible, especially before the age of 50. Or you are a young person with high ambitions, aiming to reach a greater position in life. The secret that will help you achieve financial freedom and your goals is not just saving money. The real secret to building wealth is acquiring income-generating assets. I'm here to teach you in a simple way what investment assets are, how to manage them, and how you can build your own wealth easily step by step. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. Alright, before we start talking about the stock market, stocks, or even investment funds, we first need to understand something very important. What exactly is an investment asset? Simply put, an investment asset is anything you can own that has value and can either grow your money over time or generate income for you consistently. Instead of working your entire life just to earn money, investment assets are what make money work for you. And that is the real difference between an average person and someone who is building wealth. Most people receive their salary and spend all of it on liabilities or things that lose value over time. But wealthy people think differently. They use their money to buy assets, and those assets continue to grow and generate profits year after year. And unfortunately, this is something many people realize too late. Let me give you a simple example. If you buy a new phone today, its value will most likely decrease after a year or two. But if you buy shares in a strong company or invest in a successful investment fund, your investment could grow over time and even generate additional profits. So there is a huge difference between something that consumes your money and something that grows your money. And that's exactly what we are going to learn on this channel. We will learn how to turn part of our income into real investment assets. Assets that can help us build long-term wealth, whether through stocks, investment funds, or other powerful financial tools. And the best part is, you do not need a huge amount of money to start. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that investing is only for the rich. But the truth is, most financially successful people started with very small amounts. The difference is that they stayed consistent and understood what they were doing. So make sure to watch until the end, because this journey could completely change your financial future. Now that we understand what investment assets are, let's talk about one of the most powerful and popular investment assets in the world. Stocks. When many people hear the word stocks, they immediately think it's complicated or just gambling and losing money. But the reality is completely different. A stock is simply a small piece of ownership in a company. So when you buy a stock, you are actually buying a small part of that company. And as the company grows and generates more profits, the value of the stock can increase over time. Let me explain it with a simple example. Imagine there is a very successful company, and that company is divided into 1 million shares. If you buy one share, then you now own a small part of that business. Of course, it's a very small percentage, but it is still real ownership. And that's why large investors focus on buying shares of strong companies. Because they are not just buying numbers on a screen. They are buying part of a real business that generates profits. And that is why investing in stocks can be one of the most powerful ways to build wealth over the long term. So, how do people make money from stocks? There are two main ways. The first way is when the stock price increases. For example, if you buy a stock for $10 and later it rises to $20, you have made a profit. The second way is through dividends. Some companies distribute part of their profits to shareholders every year or every few months. That means the company actually pays you simply because you own shares in it. And many people don't know this. Stocks are not only about buying and selling, they can also become a source of passive income. But let me tell you something very important. Not every stock is worth investing in. Some companies are strong, growing, and increasing their profits year after year, while other companies are weak and may lose money or even collapse. And that's why you must learn how to analyze companies and understand the business before investing your money. And that is exactly what we are going to learn on this channel. We will learn what fundamental analysis is, how to identify strong companies from weak ones, how to read financial statements in a simple way, and how to build a strong investment portfolio. And most importantly, you need to understand that real investing in stocks requires patience. People who enter the market trying to get rich quickly usually lose quickly. But people who invest with patience, knowledge, and a long-term mindset are usually the ones who achieve the best results. Imagine investing a small amount of your income every month, and over time, your investments continue to grow, and your profits start compounding. After several years, you may realize that you have built a very valuable financial asset. And that is the real goal of investing, not becoming rich overnight, but building real wealth step by step. And in the next videos, we will dive deeper into different types of stocks. All right, now that we understand stocks, let's talk about something very important in the world of investing. Investment funds. And this is considered one of the easiest and most popular ways for many people to start their investment journey. Especially for people who don't have time to follow the market every day, or beginners who still don't know how to choose stocks on their own. So, what exactly is an investment fund? Simply put, an investment fund is a financial pool that collects money from a large number of investors. And that money is managed by professional investors and financial experts. So instead of spending your time analyzing companies and picking stocks yourself, there is a fund manager or even an entire professional team doing that for you. And their goal is to achieve the best possible return for investors. Let me explain it with a simple example. Imagine there are 1,000 people, and each person invests a certain amount of money into a fund. All of that money is combined together, and then the fund manager distributes it across different investments, such as stocks, bonds, gold, or fixed income assets. And this creates something very important in investing: diversification. And diversification is one of the biggest secrets to reducing investment risk. Because instead of putting all your money into one stock, the fund invests in many companies and different types of assets. So if one investment goes down, other investments may help balance the losses. And that's why many people consider investment funds a great choice for beginners. There are also many people who prefer investing in gold. Because throughout history, gold has always been considered one of the strongest stores of value and wealth-building assets. There is a famous story shared by Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. In one of his podcasts, he explained that he wanted to buy a new house. And the price of that house was around $4.5 million. All he did was go to his personal vault, take out some of the gold he owned, and pay for the house. But the most surprising part of the story is that Robert Kiyosaki originally bought that gold years earlier for only $450,000. And over time, the value of that gold increased until it became worth around $4.5 million. And this is the true power of investing. And with that, we've reached the end of today's video. I hope this video helped you better understand the basics of investing, assets, stocks, and the importance of starting early. Make sure to join us in the next video, where we will explain investment funds in detail. And if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with someone you care about so they can benefit too. Thank you for watching.
Please subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell.